Okay, so let me tell you about the experience today, right? So I went to buy a car, right, and or to look at a car, technically speaking, and it looked like a decent car, right? Not anything really wrong with it all that much. It was a stick shift. I've driven a stick shift in the past, so I was familiar with it, right? Not a big deal. I decided not to buy it due to the fact that I don't feel like buying a stick shift right now. But it got me thinking about the fact that a lot of people usually what they would do is they would usually buy a different car, right? And they would go to a car dealership and they would, put a down payment on it, and then they would be able to like increase their like credit score and stuff if they're using, credit card and whatnot. And I was thinking, right, like has nobody brought it to people's attention that this makes absolutely no sense for us to use a fiat currency system, fiat currency credit based system? Like this is one of the situations where I look at it and it's outdated. Like we are using a medium of exchange that is predating our technology, right? And like for me, like if I understand that, right? If I look at it from that perspective, and I'm like, okay, so this fiat currency credit-based system isn't necessarily helpful for the majority of people that aren't familiar with how to use this system, right? Why don't we have another option to be able to use so that we don't necessarily have to fall into this debt trap where are essentially in the situation where we are perpetually in debt, and the reason that we are in debt is because we've decided to continue using this current monetary system, right? It's like we're okay with like giving our life away based on the fact that we have to use this credit debt system. And the reason that we use this credit debt system is because it's one of the only ways to get yourself out of poverty. And nobody said anything about that. Like nobody's like, okay, that might not be one of the best ideas. We should maybe figure out a better way to change this, because what's going to end up happening is that we're going to have a huge, massive gap between the people that are obviously ahead, have advantages, and can use this credit-based system, this fiat currency system, and the people that obviously don't either want to use it, don't care about using it, don't understand how to use it, or just don't find it appealing due to the fact that they don't feel like they should be in debt to be alive. And we're not questioning like who are we in debt to? Like what when you say like I'm in debt, who are you in debt to? The banks? What is the bank? The bank is an institution. What is an institution? It's basically a set of bylaws or a stack of papers that qualifies it as some type of corporation, and we allow that. Like nobody's questioning this. Nobody's like, okay, like this doesn't really make sense and it's not helpful. A lot of people really don't appreciate it, but if you can use it in the correct manner, then it would be helpful. Like I was just, taken aback today. I was driving, home, and I was just like, this makes absolutely no sense. And if you agree with that, or if you think that maybe I'm incorrect and I'm looking at it from the wrong perspective, right? Leave a like, leave a comment. Tell me that I might be seeing it differently, or if there's something else that I should be seeing, tell me. Thank you. Have a good night.